Good evening. I'm here to present mimofit, an AI exercise system for neurodegenerative diseases. We all know that how important exercise is for longevity, is one of the main pillars for us to live longer and healthier. There are people saying not exercising is the new smoking. If this is true for us, this is even more true for people with stroke, Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's disease. And this is not me, just me saying, there's hundreds and hundreds of papers coming up in the last 20 years that show how highly effective simple exercise is specifically to reinvigorate your brain. Proven superiority for stroke rehab. Exercise is on par with the latest Alzheimer's drugs without the terrible side effects, and it is currently the only known way to slow the progression of Parkinson's disease. Imagine that, the only known way. There is no cure, there is no other remedy. The reality, unfortunately, looks completely different. The majority of patients take 6 or more drugs, often with terrible side effects that we know a lot of people, they say, I stopped taking certain medication because the side effects are actually worse than the condition itself. The reality also is our healthcare system is not able to provide a systematic access to exercise, even though we know it's highly cost effective and we also know how effective it is to treat these diseases. And unfortunately, the future is not looking much better, and it just shows how tight the grip of the pharmaceutical industry is on our healthcare system. $75 billion just for the development of the later more Alzheimer's drugs, $200 million, legal $200 million just in more exercise-related studies. This is nuts, this is bonkers. And I'm not here to say we want to replace medication. Medication is absolutely crucial, it's important, but we need to add exercise to our care plans to have a rightful place. We are coming with these devices. They are coming straight from high-performance sports. They're used all over in soccer clubs in the world. Steve Curry is using it to improve his basketball training. Formula One people use it, it's ultimate fighting. It's all over the place, it's in hundreds of thousands. And we take these devices and apply them to neurodegenerative diseases. We have an AI system that provides not just any exercise, but the perfect exercise. This is precision neurology for the patient to specifically give him exercises for the specific symptoms and for his functional status. These are some pictures from our clinical trials. These devices can be used in 30 different exercises which we currently have. We are preparing the next batch of 30 more exercises on the table, on the floor, just depending on what the patient is able to do. And the secret sauce is that it is a dual task exercise. That means there is a cognitive element to it and there's a motor element. The cognitive means you need to think before you do a specific movement and then execute that movement, and that affects much more areas of your brain, and that's why it works specifically well on neuroplasticity. It's much better as if you do just a repetition of a certain movement where your brain is not really active, it's just repeating it. We're bringing this device out affordable. We don't want another $2,000 device which nobody has the money to pay for. It's $160 for the set of 3, plus the monthly subscription for the AI exercise plan. And what is completely new into this market, it can be done at home and unsupervised. So for people with mobility issues, which is very common with these conditions, that is really something which everybody has access to. We have 3 clinical trials in place, so this is just not an idea. It's like, whoa, exercise is awesome. This is proven science. We have 1 pilot for dementia. We have 2 clinical trials for Parkinson's disease. We measured a staggering 20% of improvement, and specifically in gait, after only 4 weeks of using our system. Our latest study will now be presented at the World Parkinson's Congress in Phoenix, which happens at the end of May. We're starting with Parkinson's disease, but our device can be used for a lot of conditions. Once we have figured out Parkinson's disease and be perfect at that, then we move to stroke and dementia, and then preventative senior care. We're already working with the biggest associations in the field of Parkinson's, because that's where we're starting. This is Rock City Boxing and the Davis Finney Foundation. These are really strong partners. 10% of all our sales go as a donation to these organizations, and in return they help us to spread our system into the community. This was my presentation. We are starting, the pre-sales have started, so our website is on and live. We will be shipping end of April, still this month, so this is a really big moment for us. And we are also still accepting investors, so if you're interested, come and find me. You can also try our devices right there at the table with our great partner. Axel is here, and we can try them out and see how fun this is to use them. Thank you.